Well, hi, everybody. Good Wednesday morning to meteorologist Travis Klineski as we start things off on a Wednesday morning that isn't terribly cold. We've got a mix of 20s and 30s this morning, mid-20s to mid-30s around the area. Skies have been mostly clear overnight. We've started to see a few clouds off to the southwest this morning. Quite a bit of cloud cover now starting to form, moving a lot of high-level clouds really in these areas right here. So Futurecast not really portraying it well, and I'll be honest, Futurecast is not doing a good job with those clouds, and I think it's because they're higher-level clouds that we're seeing out there this morning. So as we take you through the Futurecaster, we'll show you what's going to happen today. Those are going to move across southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. So really the areas I expect more clouds around today will be kind of these areas right here. Southern Nebraska, northern Kansas. This stuff off to the northwest here, I don't know why Futurecast is showing it. I'm not really seeing it in most forecast models, so that might be just more junk than anything showing up on Futurecast. So kind of ignore that. And even tonight, it kind of keeps it around. I'm not really seeing that happen. In fact, I think skies will clear up overnight for most of us, so it's going to be a mostly clear night for the majority of us. Now, as we get into tomorrow, a cold front is going to dive southward here, and I'm going to take this out just a little bit here through the morning hours. You will notice that change in wind direction as a cold front dives southeastward. So that front coming through probably later morning in the Tri-Cities continues to make its way southward through the afternoon. We'll see an increase in clouds during the day. And winds get a little bit breezy later in the afternoon and into the evening. Those northerly winds behind that cold front, they'll be in that 10 to 20 mile per hour range towards the end of the afternoon into tomorrow evening. The cloud cover, mostly cloudy. No precipitation expected with that front coming through or behind that front. But we'll start to cool things back here as we wrap up the work week. So today's highs look good, though. If you liked yesterday, look for more of the same. Just a few more clouds around, but otherwise temperatures look very similar to what we saw for highs yesterday. Could be some upper 50s, possibly 60 in our southeast. 40s to the northwest where the snowpack's a little deeper. We've got some snow clearing, but still some snow on the ground in the Tri-Cities, so we're kind of right in between, right around 50 or 51 for a high temperature. That puts us over or about or over 10 degrees above average. Our average high is about 40 in GI and Hastings, 39 in Kearney, so we're looking good for today. Tonight, now this map is not right here. I didn't get a chance to adjust this one here. Basically, forecast models, the only two numbers I adjusted were Grand Island and Hastings, because I go in and I adjust the local numbers for the Tri-Cities, and Kearney doesn't update. I have to go in and manually update it, and honestly, I forgot to adjust this one, so I apologize for this. So here's my thinking. So most forecast models are going lows in the 20s, but what I've been seeing the last couple of nights is that lows haven't been getting as cold as expected, and I think that's going to be the case again tonight, especially ahead of that cold front that comes through. So I think we're going to see a lot more lows, upper 20s and lower 30s. So most of these places, I think you could almost tack on about 4 or 5 degrees to what you have there, other than Grand Island and Hastings, and that's what we'll actually see for overnight lows. That's my thinking. My brain forgot to adjust this graphic, so that's my fault on this. But again, I think we'll see a lot of upper 20s and lower 30s for lows tonight. Now tomorrow's highs, a little cooler. We'll see highs in the 40s in many spots, still some low and mid 50s to the southeast. And up north, that's where it's going to be a little chillier yet, struggling to get to 40 there. That cold front coming through, increasing clouds, northerly winds. Temperatures will start to drop off later in the day, and it will be a chillier day for your Friday. We'll see some early clouds give way to a little more sun later in the day on Friday. Temperature-wise, mid to upper 30s, managing to get to some 40s across the south and especially out towards the west. Low 40s and then even a few mid 40s way out towards the west, which these temperatures are just a smidge below average for this time of the year. We're going to warm it up heading into the weekend ahead. So let's look at that 3-day forecast here again. Nice today, a touch cooler tomorrow, a few more clouds, increasing winds late in the day. I think the strongest winds will be between about 3 p.m. and about midnight Thursday night. That's where your strongest winds will be. And then as we get into your Friday, lighter winds, but a little chillier. Early clouds, mostly cloudy in the morning, giving way to mostly sunny skies later in the day on your Friday, but a high in the upper 30s, which again, I think on Friday our average high is about 38 or 39, so we're pretty close to that actually. It's just hard to believe, but we are in December now after all. Back to around 50 on your Saturday, mainly sunny skies, a little bit of a breezy southwest wind around 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sunday, I think we'll see a few more clouds around, mostly sunny skies, then maybe partly cloudy skies ahead of a cold front that approaches Sunday night. And I think we'll manage at least lower 50s. I think there's a possibility we may be talking mid-50s on Sunday. That's my thinking, looking at some forecast models, that we could push mid-50s on Sunday in the Tri-Cities. That would be excellent because, unfortunately, it does come to an end after Sunday. we're going to cool things back. An Arctic cold front comes southward Sunday night into Monday. We'll see highs. We might see a high temperature, an official high temperature, maybe just after midnight, Sunday night into Monday morning, because that includes our calendar day of Monday, basically. We may see the official high in the 30s early, but I'd say we'll probably see an early temperature, day high temperature around 30 degrees like after sunrise, and probably not get much warmer than that the rest of the day. We'll have a brisk north and northwest wind, and I'll even throw in a few flurries into the forecast. I don't think we'll see much snow on Monday. It doesn't look to be much at all, but a few flurries may fly around. Tuesday, I debated throwing in flurries again. We might actually get a reinforcing shot of cold air, so we're going to struggle again. I'll go with a high in the upper 20s on Tuesday. I went with mostly sunny skies. A few models hint at maybe a few more clouds and possibly a few flurries flying. I didn't put it in the forecast yet. I'm a little more confident we'll see some flurries on Monday compared to Tuesday. But again, snow amounts look to be very minor. Snow overall looks to be very minor. No big storm systems coming. So you see it. The next 4 days, outside of the slightly cooler day on Friday, the next 5 days are above average. Then we kind of do a 180 and we go below average for most of next week, maybe sneaking closer to average by the time we get to the end of next week there, and next Friday the 13th of December. Ooh, Friday the 13th. So there you go. That's your forecast. Like I said, I think in the next week ahead, I don't see anything in the next 10 days even that tell me that we're going to see any significant storm systems, no major snow, anything like that. Anything we see should be fairly minor. There still are some question marks to the end of next week on whether we kind of stay on the colder side or if we try to warm things back up towards the near or above average temperatures that we might see next weekend, the 14th and 15th. We'll see. That's still a ways out yet. But you know what? Enjoy today. It looks like a good one for today. Thank you for watching this morning. I appreciate it. I will be off for the next couple of days. Kit will be filling in for me for tomorrow morning and Friday morning, and of course he'll be here over the weekend. Tim will be here at night for Thursday night, Friday night. I'll be back on Monday morning, back to my regularly scheduled working shift, I guess, if you want to call it that. So things will be back to normal for next week. But until then, until next Monday, take care, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll talk to y'all later.